Right, good morning everyone. Good morning, I see Julius, you're already around. Good morning Julius, good morning everyone that is already online and onto this live stream. As usual, this is Dan here, Dan's got letters up, and of course, as usual, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, and of course, as usual, comment whatever you feel like commenting. I'm here, and let's start today with a prayer. This is a Tuesday, the 6th of Jan 2026. So let's start the day with a prayer as we get in with the analysis. Father, we say thank you for today, thank you for yesterday's success, and as we start today, Lord, in the charts, we ask of the same grace that you gave us to yesterday, even more, oh God, the success, oh God, and where we had a challenge, Lord, we know that you will rectify it, because that's what you do always. We give you praise, Lord. Thank you for everything that we are learning every day, that you teach us every day. Everything that we encounter becomes a lesson to us. We say thank you. And as we start today, we are saying thank you in advance for the exit and entry levels that you're giving us. Thank you for the profits that you're giving us. Thank you for the trade setups that you're giving us. We know that you are doing it, and you're still gonna do it even till the end of this year. We give you praise, we give you all the honor. In Jesus' name we prayed. Amen. Alright, yeah, I see sound. Let me work on it right away, and I believe now it is sorted. Alright, so sorry about that. So now let's jump right into it without wasting time. Crash 500. I want us to start to get back to managing time. Alright, so crash 500. Yesterday we saw yesterday we wanted a pullback like that, and then a drop. It was still consolidating. This was the whole of yesterday right here. This was yesterday right there. So after the drop, for us, we started the analysis around here when it had reached here. So it continued to consolidate. The pullback never happened. It dropped, broke that structure according to H1 there, and then up to right now it is again starting to consolidate. Now if you go to H4, this was the break of structure right there. Now it is looking for a lower high, because this is a break of structure right there. So I want also to remind you that on CCI and RSI we are oversold, meaning we should be looking for buys. But according to this level where we are currently, where we wanted price to first reach and then give us a pullback, we sort of have reached it. If I go to daily time frame, yes, we were looking at this fair value gap on here, but it seems we may not see that. Let's do this and see. No, we are actually going to see it. We are likely to see that pullback, and then probably it drops all the way back to this breaker broke level. It may drop all the way back to this breaker broke level. Why I'm not seeing it just react to the 50% only? I'm seeing it react all the way to 61.8. So having said that, I'm gonna be interested in some buys now. I'm gonna be interested in some buys. So H1, H4 is already oversold, but this is a break of structure. We are still very bearish until price fails to break this previous lower low, this current lower low. Then we cannot look for any buys. We can only look for sells, because we are still very bearish. If I go to M15, If I go to M15, I want to zoom out a bit. Yeah, we're already looking for some buys, and looking at this level right here, this is where we saw our change of character right there. That was a change of character. Then it dropped down again to this OB because there is no break of structure here. As you can see, there is no break of structure. But then it came here, gave us a break of structure right up there for the buys, for the bulls right there for the bulls. We saw that break of structure, and now we got a higher high, then a higher low. Now it has given us a new higher high right there. That is another break of structure. Now it's looking for a higher low, though it is having a low momentum, but clearly that is what we can see. That is the clear price action right there, and market structures you can see. So apparently now I don't need these. Okay, so it's likely to give us this pullback. Now I want to show you this. That it has reacted to the breaker block on the left. This is where we saw the break of structure right there. According to H4, that's where we saw the break of structure. So if I go back to H4, you can see price has reacted to the breaker block, and it is starting to drop again. So I wouldn't now be focused on buys, since M15 is already overbought right there. That is the 90% of CCI right there. So I'm anticipating a pullback all the way down below, but if it breaks this level, then it's continuing, because we are already we are very bearish already. So according to H4, we are very bearish. We are still looking for sales. Even though we saw a change of character here, it doesn't make sense on H4. We can only wait and see if it will actually give us a reaction onto this level, which is our support on M15. If we get any reaction and goes above our 10 MA again on M15, then we have some buys. But if we don't see that, then it's going to break that support and continue just like how we needed it to reach all the way to this level, even to this other breaker block. So for now, I'm gonna delete some of these. This is gonna be here. This pullback is likely not to be seen. So what we are likely to see is breakout like that. And like that, either from here we can start buys, or from all the way this breaker block. Our 61.8 is on the breaker block, so this is likely to be our zone. This is likely to be our zone right here, this level here. So for now, no business. I'll leave crash 500, boom 1000. Alright, so boom 1000. Let's see. So boom 1000. Let's go to H4. So I told you yesterday, if right here, if price breaks this, then we had an immediate entry. That was the plan. Or if it fails to break it, then we we come in with our buys to take us right there, but it eventually broke that level immediately and even gave us a pullback according to M15 right there. Gave us a pullback to later continue with a drop. So this was a clear sell move. I did not trade Boom 1000 yesterday at all because we had already engaged ourselves in other assets. I don't normally love entering many assets. That's called over trading, so I did not engage into this. So right now I want to have this. I want to see that OB right there where this momentum buy started from, and right now we are again oversold according to H4. If I zoom out, not yet. If I zoom in, yes, and I believe we are likely to start some buys if price fails to break that. If price fails to break that level. Remember, according to weekly, we still need more buys. That is according to weekly time frame. But if you zoom out, we're actually selling. And of course, if you zoom out, that's where you see where we had our change of character. We got our lower low, our lower high, our lower low, our lower high. Now it's dropping again into sells. It's still dropping. We haven't, according to weekly, price hasn't reacted to this previous lower low to actually reverse and put us take us back into buys. So having seen all this, I want to zoom in, and that means we are still selling. Price is coming right here to this support again. So there's nothing you can do but to look for sells according to weekly. So if that's the case on the weekly, what is happening on the daily? On the daily, it is saying we're still looking for buys, and it's quite weird. It's quite weird, but price is below our 10 MA. That is something you have to consider. According to H4, price is below our 10 MA. And what else? Zoom out. If you zoom out, you can see we are still looking for sells right there. All we need now is enough momentum to break this support. We need enough momentum to break this support. So how are we going to trade this? According to H1, the buy has already started. In fact, this candle, as we can clearly see it, the current H1 candle is a spike right there on Boom 1000. If I go to M15, same thing, we're seeing a spike. Buys trying to take up, trying to take over. But of course, if we go back to the structure, you will clearly see that you have these break of structures. So price can eventually come either here or back to this confluence area right around there, and then come with enough momentum to break this support. Or it can as well use, I think there is enough. Of course, it left some liquidity all the way up here, some fair value gaps there. This, I don't think it will come back for that, but fair value gap around there, it can easily come for it. That would be according to daily time frame. That would be according to daily time frame. Yeah. That would be according to daily time frame. And we aim for that 50% of the fair value gap. 50% right there. Yeah, daily time frame fair value gap. So price is likely to give us that, but today we may see some consolidation. We have to be patient. Yeah, something like this. Remember, down below here you have an order block. on daily time frame, and of course where we are, this is a weekly support. So this is something I can anticipate on the daily, on H4, and probably even on M15. So M15, we have the breaker block here, but also we have that confluence area, which is having our daily fair value gap 50% above it right there. So this move is likely to be evident right there, and everything right now is all supporting buys. So this is paramount. If price fails to break that, then this is likely to come through according to M15. All I need is a reversal on M15, a reversal signal. All I need is a reversal signal on M15. On M15, that's what I need, a reversal signal. Then I'm in with my buys to take me all the way up there. Now, so whatever you do, just wait. If you don't see a reversal signal, then price can easily come and break this and continue down below, because remember, we need price to react to the weekly order block right there before it can continue to sell or give us a reversal to buy right here. This is a support on the weekly time frame. All right, that's enough. Let's leave it on M15 and then let's rush to boom 500. I hope that is clear. Please remember to comment if you have any question, if you have any suggestions. I'll be responding to them. Good morning, Levi. Good morning, Judy. How are you? All right. We are now on boom 500. So boom 500, we made. I don't think I shared the signal, but this was exactly what we had anticipated. Those who remember, I told you these are the allos that I had made. Pull back there, or if it continues to break and breaks that OB, immediately enter sells, and that was a perfect sell to hit the target. And immediately, just like our analysis was, when it reaches here, a bounce back into buys. It did not waste any time. It bounced back after reaching that level. Look at what happened later. Now this one, I entered it. I don't remember the time I entered it, but that was a trade right there. I don't think I even shared it with a VIP because we had already hit the number of trades per day. So that was a trade right there. So apologies to my guys on VIP. Now I want to delete these. They've already served us. Now this move happened, but it has not yet hit the target. The target is supposed to be there. That should be our target. So I think we are still on the move. If I zoom out on M15, okay, still looking for some sells a little bit. So all right, I can delete it for now. Let me delete it for now, but we know it's headed to that level. So go back to H1. I want to drag this right here. All right, so zoom out a bit, this delete. So this move happened yesterday, this move from that support. So let's drag our support even to this level, because it seems it's gonna still be important. Zoom out. I want to have that resistance right there. I have a support already down below here, and we've already seen that M15 is still selling, so it's likely to come to that support or to this OB right here. It tried to reach, did not reach, so this next move is coming straight to this OB, and hopefully this is gonna be oversold by the time it reaches there, and then it gives us the move that we already need to break that and continue all the way up. Now, why are we looking for these buys? Let's get to understand it. H4 is looking for buys already. So this buy move is according to H4. This buy move is according to H4. According to daily time frame though, yeah, it's just a pullback to the break of structure of H4, but it can also react to this. It can also react to that. It can also react to that. So let me just have it perfectly and then put our drop from there. Remember our sole target on boom 500, we were looking for the target of a heads and shoulder. So our target is right there. That is our target of a heads and shoulder. This is our heads and shoulder. Left shoulder, right shoulder. This from the neckline to the head, from the head to the neckline, that is our target down below, and that's where we are anticipating sales to come back to. But we seem to be having a pullback on H4. That's why we're having that kind of a move right there. So that's why we are currently anticipating some buys later, but apparently we need sales right where we are. Now, something that I've just seen also, you know that I normally trade, when I'm trading, I don't only look at one thing, I look at several things. Now, just above here, this is sort of like equal lows right there, right about there. Those are equal lows right there. Now, these equal lows can eventually tell me that actually price is gonna give me that equal level right there, right above there, right about there. Why this can eventually end up becoming a W right where we are, right where we are. So it's quite crazy, but if price fails to break these lows right here, it's gonna go up there, test that level, then drop again. So I want you to understand these. That's how market, when it gives you something like this and it gives you some equal highs, know that it's a strong support. It can easily push back, react there onto the previous move where we have that left arm of the W to later give us another right arm of this W. So apparently I won't be doing anything. The new H4 has just started. Let's see how it closed. Okay, it closed as a sell with a rejection wick from both ends. So it's quite crazy to even anticipate using H4. Looking at H1, it closed with a rejection from buyers right there. According to H1, you can see that candle there closed with a rejection. So I may not focus on sales now as I speak until price breaks that. If price breaks this level right here, then I will enter sales. But according to what we see on this structure, it is likely to bounce back to look for this W. Sometimes it may go all the way up there, sometimes it may just go around here and then drop down again. Remember, this is our trend line, resistance trend line. Remember that. So it can as well go to that level. Enough of all this. We did it this for now. So enough of all this. Let's now let it play around. We've already gotten the structure, what it is likely to do. So let's hold on and see what is gonna work out. What's gonna work out here. V25S. Right, so anticipation was breakout here, then we continue with buys, but if it fails and breaks, it will continue breaking. It will actually, if it fails to break this, then it will continue down to break the support, and that's what happened. It broke the support down below. So let's see. H4. Okay, so we have a break of structure right there. Green break of structure. We have a lower low, upper current lower low right here. So delete that, delete this. Go to zoom in, zoom out a bit. Still overbought, I mean oversold. Daily time frame. Now we are on retracement level, and something interesting on the daily time frame is that price has reacted to this OB on the daily, has reacted to that OB on the daily time frame. It can be significant, so I want to first delete that. Let me maintain this current OB, but we also know that there is another OB right there, but it was mitigated. Price came to it right here, so now we can use this, which was never mitigated. All right, so if we go to daily time frame, yeah, we've reached our retracement level on daily time frame, so it means we're gonna see a pullback according to daily time frame, and look for enough momentum to break this as it drops down. Remember, the general trend is a downtrend. Now zoom in. This was our change of character on the daily time frame, remember this, and after that we never saw any pullback. In fact, delete this, delete that. So if I'm to use my fib, and this is our level right there, then price is likely to come all the way back to this OB right there, which is in the supply zone right there, supply zone 38.2, supply zone, and then we drop down. This is according to daily, but we still have a long way to get there. Why? Because price is still below our 10 MA and far away from it actually. So that alone tells you that we are not yet ready to get in with the buys on the daily time frame. But if we get a reversal signal on H4, then you know that we are on for that kind of move. Something like that. Fails to excuse me, if it fails to break the previous lower low, then we come in with our buys. I want to delete this. Yeah, all right, so now let's go to M15. M15 is already showing you a change of character right there, equal lows right there, failing to break the previous lower low. Now it's on for the buys. We missed that move. We should have entered it, and already it was oversold, so the buy is on, but it's likely not to exceed that level. That is a conference area right there, and that's where we have our break of structure according to H4. So price is headed there, but we cannot enter. That's the problem. We cannot enter. If you enter now, you are risking much, because your stop loss is gonna be big. Your stop loss is gonna be big. But seeing on M5, you never know, and I doubt it will come back. I doubt it will come back. So it's currently left us. We cannot enter it. We can only just hold on and wait for the sales once price gets around that breaker block on H4 and M15. Right now I cannot enter buys. It has already gone. If you enter now, it means your stop loss is gonna be all the way down below here. That's a big stop loss. It's even more than the target right there, where the target is right there. So this is a no-go for anyone, unless price you know, plays around that OB right there, because that has been a resistance. Price has been reaching there, dropping down, reaching there, dropping down. So if it fails to break it and drops down again, then it will drop only around there and then give us another entry. But if it breaks it, then you might as well enter immediately. You don't wait for a pullback, because that is a resistance right there. Yeah, and once you enter here, that means you only put your stop loss below that. If it breaks this level, then you put your stop loss below that OB, just around there, as your safe, as your risk management level right there, your exit level right down below, and your target there. Let's wait and see. If it breaks out, then we have an entry to continue the buys. If it fails to break out, it will give us a pullback, and then we get even a better entry down below. That's it. Enough for V25. Now let's rush to V75. Hey Robina, how are you? Happy New Year too. It's been a while. All right. V75. So V75, we played games. Remember, we were here. That's where we were. We were looking for buys right to push us right there, but it kept on looking for liquidity just below this support, below that support, and I believe there's a fair value gap on that H, on that daily time frame. Did it reach this OB on the daily? It almost reached it. I think it did reach it somehow. No, it did not reach it. So, but it came to that fair value gap right here. This fair value gap right there. That's where price came back to. So looking at H4, if I zoom out, this was the fair value gap I was talking about on the daily, around there. It is a fair value gap on the daily. So it came to that and then bounced back. So yesterday, actually we made a loss here on VIP. We made a loss. We had made an early entry. Right here we made an early entry. We first went into profits, and then it dropped back and took us out. Our stop loss was just around there, so it took us out and then continued to sell. And now, as we clearly see, this was another change of character on M15, and now the buy started and continued without looking back. So this is a loss. It was a small one. We didn't have a big SL, depending on the lot size each one used. But yeah, that was a loss we encountered yesterday. So right now, what can we do? Nothing on V25S. I mean on V75. I cannot trade it. Price is above my 10 MA on H4, but I need a better entry, so I cannot buy now, neither can I sell. Am I missing something? All right, so okay, something I'm seeing here, conference area, that is a resistance right here. All right, so we have a resistance right here on M15, and price is trying to break it. It's a bearish level right there, so price is trying to break it. I want to drag this, and in fact I want to delete it. So go back to M15. So we have that right there. So if we have that, price is failing to break it, but if it breaks it, then we can as well make our entries. although according to M15 we clearly see that we are overbought right there. We are overbought. If we are overbought, that means that price is likely to drop down again according to M15. So if that's the case, then I have no business here. It might as well give us a change of character to the bears, to the bearish trend. So for now, no business with a V75, unless if it continues with a buy, of which we need that according to H4. We need buys to continue, but it sort of has left some liquidity right around there. That is some fair value gap there. So it might as well drop down to look for this liquidity before it continues with the buys, before it continues to look for the buys that we need all the way up there. So for now, it's gonna be some it's gonna be patience working right here. I cannot enter. I have to just be patient. I have to be patient with what the market will do. So pullback here is what I'm gonna be anticipating. All right, so let's wait and see what will come through. For now, I have no business with it. J50. Jump 50. All right, it actually continued with the buys like we had anticipated. So, but I did not enter that buy. Yeah, I did not enter that buy. Made another pullback, went back. So it's still not a good trade a good asset to trade right now. Looking at what it is doing on H4, it's not a good asset at all. That is a resistance right there. Price is failing to break it. So no business with this asset. If price goes below a 10 MA, I will be coming in with sales on H4. So until then, in fact, I should be entering. Let me just confirm this. That's no break of structure. This was a break of structure, made a pullback all the way here, and then tried to look for a new higher high, failed to give us a new higher high, dropped down, and now he has reacted to this. He has reacted to this OB right there. Yeah, he has reacted to that OB, tried to continue, but it is below a 10 MA. Remember, it failed to give us a break of structure right there on M15. So this is where the trick is, and I think I'm just gonna wait for price to break this level. Once price breaks that level, my sales will be activated. The sales will be activated. All right, so let me first delete these. Go to H1, H4. That is our support. Delete that. We're still looking for that. Price reacted to that and dropped, so this can go. The sell move can also go. Just seeing this. Let me have it like that right there, like this right there. So price is reacting that there, so we still need this sell right there. That's the sell we still need. So how are we going to see that? That sell is coming right here, and that is a breakout retest. So the sell has started, according to daily time frame. So all I need now is a confirmation of probably price going below my 10 EMA on H4. But if at all it breaks this level, then I'm entering sales immediately without hesitation. If it breaks this level right here, I'm entering sales. I'm entering sales without questions, without any more questions. Okay, so that's it. That's what I'm gonna be anticipating today. Breakout, then enter sales immediately. J25. I was furious with this, very furious in fact. You know what, there are sometimes when the market plays games, of course we all know that Deriv does manipulation, but there's that manipulation that, you know, that you feel like it has cheated you somehow, and this is one of those that I feel like Deriv yesterday cheated me, because I was patiently waiting for it. We made an entry here. Those who remember, this was our entry right here. We made an entry here. At first our trend line was there, so was it there? I think it was around there. Yeah, I think it was around there. So when it reacted to this level, this was M5 or OB, we made our entries, and price shoot all the way there. We were in profits. Then out of nowhere it made that kind of liquidity grab move, stop hunt kind of move right there. This move, let me show it to you. Let me show that to you. This was our entry right there. This was our entry right there. And because it is even jump, I had put my limit order, my stop loss into profits, but it eventually took me out because of the spike, the jump right there. So I ended up making a loss actually here because of the jump. So this is where it shoot, and then it came, looked for the liquidity, then it did not even go all the way here, then bounced back, and look at what happened later. That move hit our target perfectly, like I had already told you in the analysis yesterday. So this is one of those trades where you feel like Deriv has cheated you, but it's trading. You have nothing to do. You just take your losses and make it an inspiration for the next day to trade again. So apparently I missed that money. That was big money, big money. This was like a 1 to like 15 according to our stop loss that we had. It's like a 1 to 16 plus risk to reward ratio. It was a good one. We missed that, and now let's look at today. One of those trades that you don't want to experience when Deriv plays games. All right, so now we have that there. That's an order block right there according to H1. Is it going to react to the H1 one? Let me first delete it. I normally use H4. Already it has reached the H4 one right here. So it has already reached the H4 one, and we are over. All right, so let me not use anything here. Let's first deal with price action. So we had this fair value gap according to daily time frame. This was actually a level according to our fib retracement level, 50%. It did not reach the 50%. Yeah, our 61.8 is right here, and when it went all the way up there, it reacted to this OB on the daily time frame. Now let's use the daily right here because our fib is on the daily. So it reacted to that and dropped down and started to drop down again. Now So according to H4, this is where we saw the change of character. Remember that even on the daily time frame, that was a change of character. Then drop down, gave us a lower low, lower high, lower low right here, then lower high. So right now it's supposed to be dropping. We have an order block down below. So right now it's supposed to be dropping, not going up. So I believe this should be going off. So in as much as CCI is showing us buys, if I zoom out, we'll be seeing sells. That means we are still very bearish. Price is supposed to be coming right here. So if I go to H4, I will see the same thing. Price is supposed to be selling. Now we have a clear thing to work with. Now that we've seen H4, this is an order block here. It is being held up by price is being held up by that OB on H4. If I go to M15, I will see that price is not yet ready to sell according to M15 because of this level that we've seen on H4. So what price will do is, it has already given us something like it has already given us the change of character, but it has not tested it. So we know that now, according to M15, it will try to look for some liquidity it left back to get enough momentum to break this support on H4 that we've just seen right now. So the buy is coming on, is going to come on right now according to M15. Yeah, buys are on. The buy is on. The buy is on. So according to M15, we need buys like that, but we are not market makers. Remember, this is an algorithm kind of market, algorithm generated market. It can as well eventually break out of nowhere. It can as well break right there. So for now, it's a no-go. It's a no-go for me to make any decisions right here. It's a no-go. Yeah, no business here. Please don't risk anything on B25S. It's still tricky to do anything, to give you any entry. Yes, on M15 we may see some buys before we get into with sales, even though we know that the general trend according to higher time frame, we are in a downtrend or a bearish trend, but we are likely to see this pullback on M15. If we don't see it, then price will break that and continue with a downtrend, just like we need on H4 and daily time frame. I think that's now clear. Those who trade V25S, I mean jump 25, then you know what to do. Wait. J10. J10, let's see. J10, what happened yesterday? Of course it followed the analysis, but then did we make our entries? J10, I don't remember. Let me check. Okay, I see it. Yeah, it was a manipulation, same as J25. When price broke this level right here and retested on this level, when price retested there, we immediately made our buy entries to continue. But just like I told you, Deriv deals with manipulation. Look at what happened. This was our stop losses right there. So it came and took us out and immediately continued. This was a stop hunt. That was just a stop hunt to take us out, because it knew that everyone was waiting for the breakout here and retest, then entry. That's what it did. After that, it looked for the stop losses there. It did not even look for this fair value gap down below. I thought it was going to continue down here, look for the fair value gap after taking us out, but it did not. It just took our stop losses and immediately went back. It did not go back again to that level where we had our stop loss after taking us out. Went back, hit our target, continued. So yesterday it was a mind game of what? Let me first delete all this. This was another level. Delete that. Delete this. So all this we saw it yesterday, and we should have made a lot of money on V20, on Jump 25, and of course on J10. So we lost that. So right now I have no business with this asset. No, not yet. We haven't analyzed it. Let's now analyze what is happening today. Let's start from the daily. So it grabbed that liquidity just like we wanted. That is a daily OB right there, where the drop started, where this drop started from. And now we are seeing that today has started as is having a rejection from sellers right there. If I go to weekly time frame, what do we need? Price is above our 10 MA. Still need buys. Weekly time frame. Daily time frame, we need buys also. Weird. Price is above our 10 MA, but then there's that OB that we've seen, which is acting as a resistance. If I go to H4, looking for sales. If I zoom in, price is below my 10 MA, so I need sales, but on daily time frame we need buys. So let's first understand the price action of weekly time frame. So this was our support down below, then price reacted there, then it broke this level right here, right there, gave us a higher high and a higher low, so it should be looking for a higher high up there, right? Okay, so okay, so that's a weekly. We should be looking for, we are looking for buys. That's a general trend. Okay, so now that is clear. Weekly. So let's now head over to daily. It's failing to break that OB, which is a resistance currently. Our previous high is there. It has a change of character here, and then started a downtrend, lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, failed to break the lower low, now started to consolidate a bit and came back here, tested this, failed to break that to give us a new lower low. So now it has broken that previous lower high right here, right there. So apparently price has to give us buys according to daily also, because that's what we see on price action. Price failed to break this to give us a new lower low, and internally this low gave us that high and now came to look for a new low, failed. Now this high has been taken out by that level, so it means price should be going up for the buys. All right, so price action is clear there. Now on H4, however, we are seeing momentum changing, shifting. Price is below a 10 MA, and since price has reacted to that OB there, it's sort of like a resistance now, and price is being held up according to H4 and wanting seemingly to be dropping down for a sell according to H4. So if we now look at the price action of H4, this was a change of character there. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, high, low here, then higher high, higher low, higher high. Now it dropped to give us this, then pulled back with one candle there. So it's still tricky here. It's likely to consolidate more, but we have our higher high there. Is it a high? I think it is, though it is a weird one, though it is a weird break of structure right there, as you can see it. It is a weird break of structure right there, but it is viable. It is, if you go to H1, it is something different. Price failed to break it, so we'll be looking for sells according to H1. Why? Because this high has failed to be taken out, and price is trying to look at taking out this higher low right here. Once it is taken out, it means we have ourselves a reversal on H1 to push down, and even on H4 to push down for the downtrend. Now it will be until H4 is ready to buy that we will consider buys. Daily we need buys and weekly, but H4 we are sort of still we are not yet ready for the buys. That means we will wait for H4 to be ready for the buys, and then we can come in with our buys. So I think that's it. That's clear enough. If H4 starts to buy, then we are buying, but until then we cannot buy, because daily wants buys and weekly wants buys, but we cannot enter right now. Since we are intraday traders, we have to wait for H4 to be ready for the buys, and that's it. Now if I go to H4, I see something interesting still. Price reacted to this candle here. Look at that, to push for that break of structure right here, to push for this break of structure right here. So but then that breakout had a rejection right here, so price is likely to get enough momentum, break this or fail, and then give us buys again. So it's still a weird thing right now to work with. In fact, I can advise not to trade J10 for now until further notice, until clear structure on H4 to work with. But we all know, we've seen, we are likely to drop for the sell, hopefully break this and continue down, or react here and fail to break it, and then we come with buys. Gold is our last asset. So yesterday it followed the analysis. This was a conference area right there on gold, and I told you it's likely to first get to that conference area, then drop, and then get back into buys. During the analysis, after the analysis, I saw some gap that was left here, that gap, and when price was having some news, I anticipated that it might as well drop all the way down to look for that liquidity, but eventually it did not drop down for that. It actually started buying around 6:05 p.m. decided to buy again to go according to how we had planned it. So that was yesterday's analysis. So now we can delete that. You can delete this. So the analysis was simple: price to get up there and then drop. This was all that was yesterday. Drop probably back to this, and then we get in with buys again according to daily time frame to break structure right there. Or it can as well continue to break structure on daily time frame. So right now, what can we do? Nothing. M15, nothing. The Asian session has been slow. That is the Asian session. The London session is also slow apparently, so no business here. It's just consolidation taking shape. Remember, this is the conference area that we had right there. This is the conference area. That's why price is very slow. It is trying to look for momentum to break it and continue up, or to first drop down again. So this is nothing here. You cannot do anything. According to M15, in fact, we should be anticipating a drop. We should be anticipating a drop like that drop I was talking about. This drop kind of. So if Asian and London has just started, so if Asian has been consolidating or accumulating, it means we are going to drop right now till 4 p.m. there. We're going to drop, and then we come in with buys later. These buys are likely to eventually take out that. So for now, let's wait. But the drop is on, I believe. Let me go to M5, see if we can get our entries. All right, so M5, we have price below our 10 MA. If I zoom out, yes, I need sales, so it's a clear one. We can see that wick, that is rejection there, taking shape. All right, this is our high. Failed to take out that high. If I go to M15, I need price to be below my 10 MA on M15 to be sure of this sell. It's gonna be a tricky one to even enter, even though we know it is going to drop. It's gonna be tricky to make this entry. All right, so M1 is not ready, so all I need now is this kind of move and price to fail to break something like that up there, to break that level. Then I'll be making my sell. If M1 starts to sell, then we have our entries. We just need to wait for M1 to start selling. You just need M1 to start selling. This is on gold, guys. This is on gold. I need M1 to start selling. So if M1 starts to sell, then we are in clear to sell with it. But until then, I can't enter on M5. If I enter now, my stop loss is gonna be big. Even on M15, if I enter now, my stop loss is going to be big. In fact, if I'm to draw my trend line, this will eventually show me that we are continuing with buys. If I drew my trend lines like this will eventually show me that we are continuing with buys right there. That is continuation of buys. So that's why it is a bit tricky. If I don't see a significant reversal on M1, then I have no business. I have no business with this asset. I need to sell around that level. So if price doesn't reach there, I have no business with this asset. It will as well come all the way to this other trend line, then go back up for the buys. Go back up for the buys. So that's it. That's it. All right, enough of all this. I hope you guys have gotten what you needed to get out of this analysis today. Let's now do our recap, and we call it a day. Crash 500. Crash 500 still playing games, and it has reacted to that level. I told you it is. We can enter ourselves once price breaks that level, because we are still in a bearish trend. Boom 1000, we need a pullback here, then we can enter our buys. These buys we are looking at coming back, taking us to the break of structure level, or the breaker broke according to H4. According to H4 there. That is no, this is a fair value gap on daily time frame. That is a fair value gap, so we are looking at that. We have a break of structure here on H4, but then we have that level which is a fair value gap on daily time frame. Boom 500 buys. I said if price breaks this level, then we are in for buys, for sales, but it has failed to break it, and price has closed as a week. You can see there M15. So we are likely to start buying, as I see now. Let's wait and see. If it drops down again, I may enter sales. Let's wait and see what will come through. V25S, we needed buys like that, but price has broken down and continued, so no business here. No business here, because it is likely to keep consolidating within here, then later it gives us that kind of move to that level, of which it is a breaker broke on H4. This level here is a breaker broke on H4, so we wait. V75, all right, it has broken out, so you can as well make your buy entries. No pullback. It has not given us any pullback. Remember, new H4 has started. The previous H4 closed as a buy, so this new H4 has also started. So you can as well make your buy entries, and you make sure your stop loss is just there. Your stop loss has to be here if you make that entry now. If you enter buys here, you're going to put your stop loss right down below. J50, we need to sell below this level. I cannot enter buys, but I can wait for sales below that level. J25, pullback, then we enter sales, or wait for the breakout here, then we enter sales. J10, no business. Don't even waste your time on it. Gold, yeah, it is doing what I was anticipating on M1 to first go up there. M1 first go up there, then we can sell it later. And this sell is likely to drop to this very level. let's wait and see. If it comes to this, then you can enter some buys. Remember, the general trend is still a buy trend. So if it comes back to this trend line and reacts to it, then you have yourself an entry for the buys. If it reacts to this, then you have yourself an entry for the buys. All right, so that's it for today. Hope you guys had a great time. Apologies for again taking a lot of time. I don't know, I'm just gonna keep saying I think little things on any asset so that we keep time. Apologies again for not keeping time. I will work out that next time. Please have a nice day. Happy trading. Bye bye. Those who still want to engage in a VIP, the offer is still there. VIP signals for the January month. We started our classes yesterday, so we have not gone so far. If you want to register, you can register, but the offer is gone. Yeah, the offer of 300k is gone. We are back to 400k. So if you want to join us, you can still come around. Let me wish you guys a good day. Happy trading. Bye bye.